There are many masculinity polls on the internet that ask the same question: who is the best masculine example? And funny enough, Aragorn usually comes on top, and people choose him way more than any real man. As a psychologist, I'm very interested in this phenomenon. And obsessed as I am with the character of Aragorn, I want to make this video about Aragorn and how he is connected with a concept from Friedrich Nietzsche called Amor Fati. Now, I already made a few videos about this, but this will truly be about how to use this practically. So, first things first, what is Amor Fati and how does this relate to Aragorn? Amor Fati means love of fate in Latin, and it is a name coined by Friedrich Nietzsche, the famous philosopher. However, long before Nietzsche, this concept was already written about and lived by the ancient Stoics. Basically, what this concept means is to love everything that happens to you and not want anything to be different. And this is very different from our modern day psychotherapy, which kind of has this bear and forbear attitude, just like modern Stoicism, for example, or it kind of urges you to give up your symptoms very fast as possible. Amor Fati is a very different concept, and Aragorn, I believe, truly lived it. Aragorn is not despairing, he's not in a victim mode like the modern person would be from the many dangers and bad things that happen on his path, like his father being killed when Aragorn was only 2. Or his ancestors failing and their kingdom being fallen, or Aragorn living pretty much in an exile and being born there, or loving a woman that seemed beyond his reach, or wandering wilderness protecting ungrateful people who have you for a vagabond while others sat on thrones. He sort of cooperates with them, he adapts to them without a victim mode that is so prevalent in our modern day age. As a psychologist, my theory of unhappiness in men and women of today is that happiness lies mostly in A, not seeing any meaning in life, and in B, being discontent with your current lot, with your current situation. Amor Fati speaks mostly to the second part of this, where people just bear and forbear whatever they're going through without actually loving it. Now, when you look at Aragorn, you may not think that he's actually loving his journey, but I think it's actually a love song, the way he lives with all of universe. I think he really embraces the universal quest that was given to him to become the king of Middle-earth. And I truly believe he takes it seriously, and because he believes in Valar, and Valar are gods of Middle-earth, he takes this quest as a God-given journey for him that fell into his lap by destiny that he has to fulfill. He has all the meaning in the world, and he has Amor Fati. And Amor Fati is this outlook of the ancient Stoics which said, whatever is happening to me, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna act as if this is the best thing that could currently be happening to me right now. As Epictetus said, do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, wish that what happens happen the way it happens. Then you will be happy. And if you don't have this, if you have no Amor Fati, if you just bear and forbear, or if you sulk, if you're in a victim mode, you are robbing yourself of the best possible weapon against any sort of mental health alignment there is. And funny enough, it's a choice. There are so many people today who say, oh, you cannot have Amor Fati, while they claim that universe is random, it's chaotic, everything just popped up. And that's not provable as well. So it's ultimately a choice. Do you want to live in the universe where there's a meaning and everything that's happening to you is a challenge to you given by God that you gotta fulfill, just like Aragorn had to fulfill his quest for kingdomhood? Or are you living in a chaotic universe that is all just set of random events that has nothing to do with each other, and your existence is essentially meaningless? Now, what you got to realize is that this is truly a choice, And it's because there's a part of our brain that's called RAS, or reticular activating system. Reticular activating system, or RAS in short, is a system in your brain that is like a general for your attention. Wherever you aim your RAS, wherever you consciously tilt it every single day, it's kind of like a lighthouse. Wherever you turn it slowly and slowly, this is where your attention will slowly go, and this is where your motivation will start to flow. So if every single day you read news about dooms of the world, how everything's bad, how everything's turning bad, that's where your attention will go. That's what your automatic thoughts will be. And your reticular activating system will support and be on a lookout for any single proof that this truly is reality, that everything is black, everything is shady, everything's bad on planet Earth. However, if you turn this outlook and you start looking for gratitude, you can retrain your reticular activating system to look for things to be grateful for, and to not just find proofs for that, but to ignore everything that points to the contrary. Our reticular activating system is our best weapon in our fight against mental health demons. And I believe that what Aragorn had to fight in Middle-earth is what we had to fight against our anxieties, depressions, etc. So if you have Amor Fati, you have to start praying. Prayer is this ancient practice of virtually changing your neurochemistry in your brain and your reticular activating system ultimately to start focusing on Amor Fati, on finding positives, finding challenges in problems, obstacles, and things that would normally put you into a victim mode. If you pray every single day and you start the prayer not with, oh God, I want this and that, but with, thank you so much for this current hardship. It is here to make me a man that I'm supposed to be, that you want me to be, God. It is here to make me stronger. It's like a barbell in the gym, and you're my trainer in the gym. And you know that this very thing is what I need in order to become the man that I always wanted to be. That's what will slowly change your reticular activating system. And as I said, this is a system in your brain that whatever you believe in, whatever you feed it with, it will slowly start supporting just that by finding proofs that this is truly the case. And what's more, it will ignore everything to the contrary. So believe in God and Amor Fati, which is ultimately extremely connected to the belief in God, is not about, oh, but I don't believe in God, Paul, how should I do this? At all. Believing in God and in Amor Fati is a choice that you make and exercise every single day through the practice of prayer, which can change your reticular activating system from one that cannot find meaning in bad things and is just in a victim mode, to one that can find meaning in bad things and has Amor Fati, the Nietzschean and Stoic formula for true happiness. And with Aragorn, I cannot prove that he truly has Amor Fati, but I mean, come on guys, just take a look at him. He's not sulking, he's not in a victim mode, and his life is not necessarily easy. He has this sort of trust in providence, which is even more visible in Gandalf or Elrond, that things can work out towards the good even if their mission looks pretty much suicidal. And where modern-day person would already lay their weapons, Aragorn urges on not just himself but also others in a quest that doesn't just seem useless, but that seems ultimately doable for him, because he lives in a world with Valar, with gods, where there's a providential thread running through this whole world that put the crown into his lap. But it's not there yet, and he has to fight for it, and he accepts that fate and says yes to it. And we can see that in every single action of Aragorn. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please let me know down in the comments below. You can book a session with me at obsessivepsychologist.com if you want to learn more about this and about how to battle your inner Sauron and become the king that you want to be and activate the king archetype within you. Click on the subscription button if you want to see more videos like this, and I'm gonna see you guys later on. And thank you so much for watching, and see you later. Peace.